Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Ricky with Shoemonstertech. Well, today we're looking at the Chaves Redencion. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This is the 229 Tanto frame lock version, and this is the Blade HQ exclusive. Yes, indeed. But before we get in the nitty gritties and all the goodies, you guys go ahead and check out my Instagram page at Shoemonstertech. There you go. And this knife here was actually passed down to me by Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews. Yeah, this is his knife here. Pretty sweet. Very lucky guy. Indeed. But he's got his own YouTube channel. You guys go check him out. Very awesome content. An awesome dude. Okay, well, let's start off with the specs on this guy, right? Let's get that out of the way. The overall length on this guy here is going to be 8.22 inches. Blade length is 3.63 inches. Cutting edge is 3.25 inches. The blade width is going to be 1.25 inches. The blade thickness is going to be 0.16 inches. Yes, and we do have M390 blade steel on this guy here. Very nice. This is the Tanto version. And yeah, the blade grind on here is the compound. And yeah, so we have a hollow grind and a flat grind. So with those two grinds together makes it a compound grind, right? Very, very sweet. Now we do have a plain edge on this. The handle length is 4.59 inches. The handle width is going to be 1.125 inches. Handle thickness is going to be 0.55 inches. The handle material, you have G10, black G10 on this side here, and your titanium on this side here. The weight on this is 6.45 ounces. So yeah, it's a heavier carry for sure, but it's a full-size knife, right? Now the user on here, it is right hand, and the pocket clip, it is tip up. And yeah, we have thumb studs to deploy this knife, and we have a frame lock to close this back up. The designer is Ramon Chaves, hopefully I pronounced that right. And yeah, this is considered an everyday carry knife, so very, very cool, right? Let's do some size comparisons. Let's check out the Osborne here, 940 by Benchmade. So yeah, definitely larger than your Osborne 940. The blade is definitely a little bit longer, and yeah, your handle's longer as well. And this is more of a slim carry, right? Let's check out the Para 3 by Spyderco. Sorry about the cat hair, guys. It's all over the place today. I guess the cats are shedding because it's about springtime, right? So yeah, there you go. Definitely larger than your Para 3. And let's take a peek at your Ontario Rat 2. And yeah, definitely larger than your Ontario Rat 2. I mean, it makes your Rat 2 look teeny tiny, right? And let's bust out my KB237 by Kubi, another Tanto blade, so you can kind of see the differences on the Tanto and on the grinds. And obviously, yeah, it's very close in length. Let's get that pivot to pivot. There we go. So the blade is just a little bit longer than your KB237, and the handle actually on the Kubi is a little bit longer as well. So there's your size comparisons. But before we move on to the next segment, right, let's check out your Sharpie. So yeah, get a good size comparison there. Let's flip her over here, and yeah, there you go. So it gives you a better idea of the size of this knife. So what are my thoughts about this knife, guys? What do I think? Well, I absolutely love it. I'm still getting the hang of it, as you can tell. I just got to keep my fingers off that frame lock when I deploy this knife. I have a really bad habit with all frame locks, keeping my fingers right on that lock bar, and it just makes it, you know, a pain in the butt to open. But there you go. You can see I am getting the hang of it, guys. The first thing I noticed when I picked this up out of the box, and here's the box. Very sweet packaging, by the way. I like the whole key thing. Very, very nice. But yeah, so is the blade itself. The blade is sweet with that compound grind. The hollow on here, it just looks sweet, and it does attract fingerprints on this guy here, and I like to keep it clean, right? But yeah, then the flat grind to go along with it. Looks very, very nice. So cool. Yeah, and the jimping on here is very, very aggressive. I absolutely love the jimping on this knife. You do have it on this back of the blade, and it extends onto the back of the handle there. Very, very sweet. I dig it. Now, as far as comfort level goes on this knife, you can choke up on this knife a bit. You do have sort of a forward finger choil there, right? Yes. Now, if you got bigger hands than I do, or bigger fingers, you might have a harder time you know, really choking up on it. But for me, it works out pretty well without getting bit right there at that corner. So for me, yeah, it's pretty comfortable. Any hot spots? Not really. Maybe feel just this part of the pocket clip there. So yeah, very, very comfortable in hand. Okay, the action on this knife, guys, is sweet. Yeah, very smooth. Once you get your fingers off that lock bar, you open it up, you deploy it, very nice. When you close it, oh my goodness, it drop shuts and it's nice and smooth. Absolutely love it. Like it, like it, like it. The blade does come centered. There you go. So yeah, very, very good quality work here, guys. And not a lot of hardware. I'm looking at the handle, and the handle's done very well. Like I said, very comfortable. But yeah, you got G10 on this side and you got titanium on this side. Yeah, there are other versions out there where it's just all titanium. This is the Blade HQ version, so you're gonna have that black G10 on this side and titanium on this side. Now, Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews, Justin, I believe he's going to send this one off. I forget what he said, but he's going to have some work done on this guy here. Hopefully all the cat hairs off his knife when I do send it back. I usually do clean them up when I send them back to their proper owners. But yeah, very, very sweet. I can't wait to see what he gets done to this knife. If it was up to me, I probably wouldn't change a thing. I really like the combination of the titanium and the black G10 scales. Now look at the pocket clip, guys. At first I wasn't too big on this. It kind of grew on me. I've had this knife in my possession for actually a few weeks now. I really need to send this back to him. But yeah, very, very nice. Like I said, it grew on me. I didn't really like it at first. I mean, I love skulls, don't get me wrong. You guys see skulls all over my mat. But this guy here, it's big. You know, it stands out, especially if you have it in your pocket and you use that pocket clip. And yeah, people are gonna notice, oh, whoa, what's that skull there? You know, and it's kind of a conversation starter, right? But yeah, indeed, it's grown on me, so it's not a con in my books, guys. So that's that. So yeah, you have a nice smooth back spacer on the back here. Is, I believe, titanium, and then we have your titanium clip here, and just, it's beautiful. It just looks great. It's actually very simple. Besides the pocket clip, I mean, even the pocket clip is pretty simple. Everything about this knife is pretty simple. I do like you got that key symbol there on top of your blade there on your show side, and then you have your M390 on the other side there. So not a whole lot of billboarding, which is great. They kept it simple. I dig it. So that's my thoughts on this knife, guys. What do you guys think? Yeah, I forgot to mention the price point on this. I found it at $320. So yeah, it's a pricey knife for sure. Definitely not in the budget range, right? So yeah, do I think it's worth it? Oh, absolutely. This is definitely on my wish list, though I looked on Blade HQ and it's definitely none of the versions are in stock. Yeah, so it's very popular, obviously, and I can see why. Very awesome knife. Tell me what you think. Throw it down in the comments. Hit that like button, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for you guys that have subscribed to my channel, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. And yeah, you guys have a good day. All right, bye.